Will there be contests at camp?
Running contests at your live events? How dare you, Kathy Vartuli of the IntimacyDojo.com.
Read Mahako from readaboutsex.com and
Sex Geek Summer Camp. I'm wearing my Sex Geek Summer Camp t-shirt. So this is a business advice video for sex educators. And if you are an online entrepreneur, maybe this advice applies to you.
Yes. And if you are a camper coming to this year's Sex Geek Summer Camp.
Or maybe next year's Sex Geek Summer Camp.
Yes.
Or the year after.
It's so exciting. I love all the people that get inspired and make a difference in their lives when they come to camp. It's so inspiring. Running contests can make a huge difference for folks.
How? Explain. I'm a novice to these things.
Oh, yes,
I run events, and I've never had a contest at my event. Kathy Vartuli.
Your nose is growing longer and longer.
I'm pretending I'm like
Pretending.
others.
Okay. Having contests, so a lot of people are, there's kind of a activation energy needed to get people to do things. And if you have some people... What's that?
You kick them in the pants.
Well, I think humans are somewhat competitive. We like to win. We're taught. And sometimes using that adrenaline and excitement can help us get to do things that we would be afraid to do for ourselves. And if we're doing it for something else or for a prize, it's less personal. And like, I'm like, we have had people that have never tweeted before, and now they're
on Twitter.
Yeah, they're out there a lot, or they've never done a video before, and
they shoot a video to be a part of the contest because they want to win fabulous prizes.
And now the activation energy is already overcome, and they're like, it's much easier to do your second video than it is to do your first video. For most people, almost everyone I've talked to.
So we designed Into Camp using contests to help encourage people to be courageous and brave.
Yes.
And try something that they haven't tried, because the psychological excuse is, I'm doing this for the contest. I want to win that sex toy or that prize money, and I'm doing this.
Right. And we also like to stack functions. That's one of my favorite things in the world.
What does that mean for people who don't understand that phrase?
Stacking functions means I'm doing one thing that causes several positive outcomes. So we want the campers who are new to some of these things, or been around for a while and want to practice and take things to the next level, to have the experience of this, to have the support, to network with other people. Like, do you want to do the video together for the contest? Because people remember you when they do a video with you. Like, it's a really powerful thing. So we want to have the benefit to the campers, but also it helps promote Sex Geek Summer Camp and the sponsors, and lets more people know about awesome products and this great event that I think is just game-changing for folks. So we have a couple contests. Can I share a little bit?
You can. I want to give one example, though. So if somebody was running an event that wasn't a business event, right? So it doesn't make sense for them to try to get people to like create a contest to put stuff on social media, right? Because we're online entrepreneurs, a lot of us. So me learning how to use Twitter, me putting video out on the internet, me feeling comfortable being on video and putting it on the internet serves the camp goal of helping you get better business, because these skills will be leverageable for your career. Let's say somebody's listening here and they're like, but I run a communication workshop. So how do I figure out what kind of contest I would run?
Yes. And there's all kinds of different contests. You can Google them, but we've been at events where they were raising money for charity, for instance. It helped people feel good about themselves and contributing to the cause. It helped the people that are running it get a good name for the business or whatever.
So it might be like, an example would be like, if I'm running a workshop on trauma, and there's a trauma organization or a nonprofit that I want to support, then I'm weaving somehow my contest into, this is going to benefit this organization because we're going to do this thing. Right.
And even like we've run contests for Woodhull Sexual Freedom Foundation before, where we were just trying to get the word out. We had people do short videos or tweets, like their best thing they got out of the weekend, or just a way to raise awareness and pass it forward. And those people now are hey, I have to shoot this. I want to shoot a video for the contest. Do you want? We took that class together. Do you want to shoot it together? There's networking. There's anchoring of the concepts that are really important.
Mm-hmm. So if you were teaching a storytelling workshop to help people figure out how to talk about their trauma, then a contest might be, preparing one of the exercises, and then, I don't know, however you do it, or you have a buddy, you both do your stories, and then you perform your stories at one of the nights as part of the contest.
Yes, and it doesn't always have to be public on social media, or we're doing that because part of this is about getting people out in the world and sharing great concepts.
So in designing your contest, you want to figure out what your intentions are that you're trying to fulfill on for your event, and then are there any things that you're already doing in the event that you can encourage people to practice and implement to win fabulous prizes.
Yes.
And then that way you're helping people get excited, because my competitive nature and wanting to win the carrot is helping me be more courageous and brave.
Right.
Okay. So now we're here at our camp.
Yes.
What fabulous contests do we have in store?
We have a couple of them.
Okay.
And one of the things I like to look at is the privacy setting people need. The really cool thing is these are set up so that people can set up an account. It doesn't have to be under their personal name. And the first one is a social media hashtag contest where people we'll help them get set up if they're new to it and teach them some tricks. But they can tweet or Instagram or share
TikTok or Facebook or whatever the kids are using these days.
With a hashtag saying, this is something I learned, I love this teacher, this is my favorite moment at camp, look at this flower at some camp, the sponsors give us these things. So having a hashtag, and we'll have a newbie award as well for someone who's never posted more than 20 things on that platform. But we want to get people out there and starting to use social media a little more, making it less scary, and also helps bring attention to camp and the sponsors. So that's the first contest will be during camp, because it doesn't use a lot of internet bandwidth.
Another idea for a camp contest, because we've had so many camps and so many of the same people win every year.
Yeah.
We should have a category that is previous winners category, so that more of the people who haven't won can actually win.
That's interesting. We can.
Mason Luke, we're talking to you. You win the fucking contests over and over again.
You're so good.
You get your own category.
The Mason.
The Mason. Finally, I solved the Mason problem.
It's not a problem because his videos are so good.
Yeah, but he wins every time. Like other people are like, I'm not going to do this contest because Mason's just.
Well, that's why we had other prizes, but yes, I like that idea. The other contest is a video contest, and there's two. It's like, because we like nuance. There's a testimonial video contest where people can, and we'll help you. Some of the people at camp will help you if you want. You can share what you got from camp, and it's a random drawing for this, so it's not like you have to say nice things. You can say bad things and still win.
And that one's it's not sketchy, but it is an interesting thing when you're rewarding people to say good things about your event. It could, like, some of you ethically, you might feel like, oh, that's a little creepy. Like,
well, that's why we do the random drawing.
You can win a prize by saying something nice to promote my event. So, like, again, like that, some of you might be like, well, is that a paid testimonial? What is that? We get it. We talked about it with the campers. They were fine. They just want to win prizes.
Right. Well, and instead of evaluating who said the nicest thing, it's like
a random drawing.
It's a random drawing.
So that's how we try to make that a little bit more ethical.
Yeah, and the other is...
People say bad things about camp, too.
There was a spider on the outside of a window once.
There was.
And the other part is we have some amazing sponsors at camp. And so we will have a sponsors contest where this is actually evaluated and judged the quality of the videos, and there is a newbie award. But people can, and this doesn't have to be done at camp, it can be. But we give you a bit of time afterwards to send the videos in.
Because you go home with your swag and your toys, and you can try them out, and then you can do your video at home.
Right. And you never have to actually appear in the video if you don't want to. We've had people use the little camp ducks. Or
you want to describe what the camp ducks are? Because now people are like, what
mine are over there. So the first year at camp, we were trying to think of fun prizes to give out to reward people for taking action. And there wasn't a big budget. So we found on Amazon. No, there isn't. But they're little plastic ducks that were given out.
Little rubber duckies.
And they're very, very creative.
They're coveted at camp.
Yes, all different kinds. And people spend way too much time trying to find the right one. But, yeah, so people had the little ducks talking back and forth on the video. And that was very cute. And I think it did win a prize.
It was very innovative.
Yes. And the prizes are pretty fabulous.
So if you're thinking about coming to camp, you're like, all these prizes, I must do this. I love contests. You can go to sexgeeksummercamp.com and find out more about the camp, when the next one's happening, and how you can attend.
We hope to see you there.